Blue is the Warmest Color is a 2009 graphic novel by author Jewel Morrow. It follows the story of Clementine, a high schooler who begins an intense relationship with an older woman named Emma. The comic itself is not particularly well known and is more famous for its 2013 adaptation of the same name. When the adaptation came out, it was very well received, winning tons of accolades, most notably the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival, and many critics called it one of the best movies of 2013. Time, however, has not been kind to the adaptation. It has been criticized for its exploitative betrayal of a lesbian relationship. Coupled onto that, the allegations that have been made against the director recently, and with that, the accusations that were made on the set of the movie by staff and the actors, the movie has definitely received a lot of pushback and is seen very much as, again, I will be reiterating this point a lot, a straight man's take on a same-sex relationship. But when I first saw the movie, I honestly I didn't enjoy it. It was very naturalistic. I felt like there were some good performances in there, and the length was probably one thing I didn't really particularly care for. Not that I'm against long movies, but just that it definitely felt like it could have been more streamlined and shortened when I first saw it. And was a defender of it for a while, but now that I've actually read its source material, my thoughts have changed on it a lot. As a movie on its own, I think it's mostly good, but how does it work as an adaptation, though? Well, for the most part, if you look at first off, it does seem like a decent adaptation. It follows mostly the events of the book, tries to capture a lot of the imagery that the book does use, but there's something missing from it. And going off first off the visuals, there was something the movie was never really going to be able to do, because the book is very stylized. There is not a whole lot of color used in the book. It's not full on black and white, but it's very muted, not really bright, vibrant colors. With the exception of the color blue, which is used throughout the book to kind of show Clementine's essentially the passion, her love, almost her desire. Whenever there is shown, it is meant to convey emotion, and most notably with it being the color of Emma's hair. This was something that you just can't really replicate in a movie. Like, you can't really replicate a lot of these more visual and abstract visuals that the comic invokes. It definitely tried. For that, I will give it points. But moving on from the look of it, what about the structure? Well, the movie is approximately 3 hours long, so you'd think it would be able to be a pretty good one-to-one retelling. But it does omit some key parts that I do find curious. It does not focus, most notably for me, it does not focus on the more homophobic aspects of the society that Clementine and Emma live in. It pretty much outright ignores the fact that ignores the implications of Clementine coming out. There are definitely moments where they kind of maybe touch on it a little bit, but for the most part, not really. She suddenly becomes attracted to Emma, and we never really touch on the implications of this. What might her parents think? Will this affect how she moves on in life? I feel like it was definitely a missed opportunity for it. That's definitely some of the most powerful stuff of the book is directly focused on how her parents react to her coming out. So it's definitely kind of disappointing to see that not really translated. And also on that point, there are many characters omitted from this. Maybe not omitted, but their roles are drastically reduced. I feel like a lot of this was done for kind of the themes and ideas the movie wants, which are completely different from the book. Characters like Valentine and Sabine, they are honestly to me practically non-existent. A lot of the important roles they had in the book, those are given to new characters, and or just are not touched upon that much. Which, which again, same a lot with with Clementine's parents. I feel it's a missed opportunity. But again, we've touched upon stuff it omits. Is there, what about the one thing, the big elephant in the room, the love scenes, the stuff that the movie's most controversial for? How is it handled the same way in the book? Kind of. They're definitely are explicit. They're there, and yeah, they're definitely not. They definitely are very, I would say, real, very jarring. Definitely does not shy away from that. But I would say they are handled a lot better. There is much more of a build up to them. There's this constant push and pull from both Emma and Clementine. We're constantly seeing one wanting it, but one pushing back for some reason or the other. And so when it does happen, it does feel in a way rewarding. Like, yes, this is what we need. This is a relationship that we want to see this happen to. And in the movie, like Gail Babel said, it's a straight man's view of a same-sex relationship. There's no build-up. It's just two bodies mashing against each other. There's no passion to it. It just feels empty and hollow. And yeah, it's honestly, yeah, all the criticisms of it being exploitative are completely correct, at least compared to the book. Just like these scenes, like scenes in the movie, are long when they do it. Like the longest one is 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Like, why? I admit they're important to the plot, but at this point, it just feels like this is more of a fetish of the directors. Not gonna lie. But and going off from that, we go into the thing that I most dislike about the adaptation is its ending. Again, this might be a personal thing for me, but they completely changed the ending in the movie. Like, not just the ending, the themes and ideas that the book is trying to convey. This idea of young love with passion, this idea of a soulmate. I would say it very much feels, for me at least, like Life is Strange, the relationship of Chloe and Max. That is the best way I can describe what the book is trying to do. And I think it does it very well. Guaranteed, I do wish they focused more on the more problematic aspects, as in, them fighting, them drifting apart. But I give it a pass since the book is told from Clementine's point of view, primarily through like journal entries she's written. So it makes sense that someone would kind of want to kind of not focus on the bad parts of their relationship. But for the movie, it does that's the entire opposite of what the book does. It's more focused on a relationship that goes sour, which, I mean, I'm open to that kind of story, but why not just do a original story? Why go against the basic ideas and themes of the original text? Just very odd choice to do, and I don't know. For me, it just feels like a disrespect to the original book. It just feels like the director kind of took something that was kind of hip and popular at the time, and just kind of used it so he could do whatever he wanted with it. I just didn't feel like he liked the book. It feels like he wanted to use it for his own ends, and I don't know, just ends up feeling kind of dirty to me. So as an adaptation, I think it's kind of a failure. Is it a good movie? Kind of, I guess. It's definitely well shot. It's well acted. It's well made, but as I don't know, as a LGBTQ story though, I think it's not very good. It's not one of the best. Like I feel like for a movie like this to work, it needed a queer director. Directors, like you needed someone who understands what it's like to kind of live in this kind of environment, and I don't think this director did. So honestly, if you've heard of the movie and are kind of curious, just check out the book. I think it's a lot better. It's a lot more tight, a lot more streamlined, and is honestly easier to find than the French movie. So yeah, my recommendation: read the book. If you're curious, I guess you could watch the movie, again, but again, like I've said, I don't think it's a very good adaptation. I don't think it's very good. I think it's very good like lesbian love story, which the original is. The original is a good love story. So yeah, read the original. Don't really bother with the movie.